Well, I thought I would just do a really quick video on a few things that I have found useful and a good value, and I thought I would share it with you. I use these 4-inch air stones for each one of my deep water culture buckets that I have over here, just to help oxygenate the water and keep the roots that are not sitting in water a little bit moist, because the bubbles kind of pop up. This stuff is fantastic. Blue spotted deep jungle rubber tubing that I have used to get the air from the pump to the stone. It's easy to take on and off if you need to move things, flexible, doesn't kink very easy, so it's a little more expensive, but it's very high quality. I went back and forth on the ppm and the pH water testers because a lot of the reviews said that pH was just never right. Even when you tried to calibrate them, you really had to buy a very expensive pH electronic tester in order to get an accurate reading. I don't necessarily know that I've found that to be the case. I bought the drops and I've tested several different parts of water, and once calibrated, this one has done really good. I read a ton of reviews, and this is the one that seemed like the best bang for your buck, if you will. So I feel like I've gotten very consistent readings from it. I've been pleased with it. This particular ppm guide or tool has been very good. This, I think, is a little easier to get right than pH from what I can read. So I don't think I spent as much on this one as I did pH. But these two are just key to making sure things go right. I was, quite frankly, shocked at how quickly the pH can change, and even the deep water culture. The other thing you've got to do is journal your entries, and my writing is terrible, but I keep a journal each time that I am replacing water, just to see what happened to the water. So this is a great example. This particular deep water culture bucket has had a version that's, I guess, called late growth from the General Hydroponics Flora series, more or less. I made a couple of adjustments, but it's a late growth blend. And after 2 weeks, the pH went from 6 all the way down to 4.9. So in 2 weeks, this particular plant is not sucking in the nutrients it needs. In fact, you can start to see a little bit of a curl in the leaves, and I suspect that that's just trying to tell me, hey, I'm not getting what I need. The other thing I was shocked at is the water level has, oops, that's a little bit kinked, but it's about half where it should be. This is where it should be, or when I started it 2 weeks ago. It's either, evaporated and or consumed half of the liquid in there. The other thing is the ppm has gotten all the way up to 1470, where it was around, call it 1200 when we started. And that's because the water evaporates and leaves the nutrient mix in there. So anyway, I just thought that might be helpful for some of you. I will put some links down below for quick access